Hey everybody, how's it going? Andre Harrison here. You're watching Harrison Family Vlogs, and this is a live test of the brand new Zoom Podtrak P8. And I feel like I'm a little loud, so let me lower the volume a little bit. All right, so I have my camera here. This is my A6600 that I use for vlogging. I also have my A6400 right there high, and I have OBS. And OBS will be allowing me the opportunity to do a picture-in-picture so that I could show you guys the Zoom Podtrak. Some of you guys saw the last video I posted, the two videos I posted with this specific item, but I didn't show it in camera, and I'm sorry. So now this is a real world live test of the Zoom Podtrak P8, where I'm going to be showing you guys some of the features, some of the differences between this and the Rodecaster Pro, and I'm going to be testing out the mix minus, making a phone call through this mixer using the TRS cable that it does not come with, that I had to get myself. Off the bat, the only thing that comes with this is the AC adapter and the mixer. That's it. And you don't need the AC adapter if you're plugging directly into the computer. In fact, don't do it. Do not use the AC adapter unless you are not connecting to the computer, or unless you're not using the bus power from the computer to power the mixer. All right, so now without further ado, let's take it to the picture-in-picture. There I am, high. Here are my hands, high. All right, now let's get into this mixer, right? Off the bat, you can tell one huge difference is what it looks like. Aesthetically, it does not look like the Rodecaster Pro, and I'm okay with that. It seems like the Rodecaster Pro has a more sleek, sexy type of design to it. A lot of people who podcast live or do live streams, when they do so, they do it with the camera on the screen so it shows. This is one of those machines right here, the Zoom Podtrak P8, that's extremely functional. It looks good. It just doesn't look like the Rodecaster Pro. However, I don't care what it looks like. I just want to make sure that it meets all my needs. And this right here meets all my needs as a beginner podcaster. And it's probably going to meet all your needs as a pro podcaster as well. Now, off the bat, you see that it has 6 XLR inputs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each XLR input has its separate phantom power option if that's what you want. Now, off the bat, it has 2 more XLR inputs than the Rodecaster Pro, which I like. However, the 6th XLR input is a shared channel with the USB or computer audio. So if you are looking to listen to what's happening on your computer or have an interview with somebody on Skype or what so have you, you can't use that XLR input. You can only use the 5. But these are 5 dedicated XLR inputs, which I'm cool with. It's 1 more than the Rodecaster Pro and 2 more if you're out and about. Now, let's say if you are doing a live podcast and you have no need to connect it to the computer, then you're good to go. You're good to go. The 7th channel is the TRS connection of the phone. Now, huge difference that some people may call this a deal breaker, and I don't. This does not have a built-in Bluetooth. Now, mind you, the Zoom Podtrak P8 is $100 cheaper than the Rodecaster Pro, and it's probably because of the built-in Bluetooth feature that the Rodecaster Pro has. However, you can buy a Bluetooth connector for Zoom that will go right here, and still save money and still wind up paying less than you would for the Rodecaster Pro. Now, you have 2 options to use this. You can use your TRS cable that it does not come with. You have to get that on your own. You can use this. I have this one connected to my phone. Or you can use the USB connector and make phone calls that way. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to test out the TRS cable right now by calling my son. My son is a Morehouse College student. Morehouse dad. All right. Let's give him a call real quick. Let's see what he's doing. He's hanging out with my godchildren.
Hello?
Hey, son. How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. Round two. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly fine. Loud and clear.
Loud and clear? Nice. I can hear you loud and clear too. Hi, Ariella.
Here's Ariella.
Oh, real quick.
Hi, Pastor Andre.
Hey, how you doing? Yeah, I used to be about. Yeah, how you doing? Good. Is Nathaniel being nice to you?
Yes,
You better.
kind of.
Kind of.
Judah said hi. Oh, and I'm Chief Lacking.
Tell Judah I said, what up?
He said, what up?
All right,
I
cool.
was on Chief Lacking, Nathaniel.
Were you?
Yep.
Yeah? All right,
Yes.
cool. All right, put it back on the phone real quick, okay?
Okay.
All right, sweetie.
Hello?
Hey, son.
Hiya.
All right, so yeah, I'm just testing this out. I can hear you loud and clear, and you don't hear any feedback. You don't hear yourself, do you?
No, not at all.
Quick test. Do you hear this? Do you hear that sound effect?
Unfortunately, I do, yes.
You do hear the sound effect.
Yes.
And you can hear the sound effect. Do you hear this one? Doopa-doo.
That was a sound effect?
Yeah, the doopa-doo. You heard that?
I thought that was just you.
You heard the horn?
The air horn was loud and unexpected.
My bad. Let me turn that down. Still loud?
No, that's good.
I know. Actually, this is it. There we go. That sounds better, right?
Yes.
All right, so make sure
how many sound effects do you have?
I have 9. Now, here's the dope thing about this, and I'll tell you this as I'm telling everybody here. All right, this has a 9-button sound pad, but each, even though it has 9-button sound pads, I can change, right, the bank. So each 9-button sound pad comes on a bank. So this is bank A, there's bank B, bank C, and bank D. So there's 9 sound pads. Each sound pad has different banks, so I can put different sounds on each bank, which means that I can put up to 36 sounds into this mixer.
Which is actually really dope.
No, it's insane. I love it. It's dope. It really is a dope machine, and I'm excited about it. And let me get back to the review.
Okay.
Right? Love you, son.
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so yeah, see, and he doesn't hear the feedback. He was able to listen to the sound effects. The Zoom Live Track L8 doesn't allow the listeners that you call on a phone using the TRS cable. They can't hear the sounds from their sound pads. But this Zoom made a change, and now you're able to hear the listener on the phone or the call on the phone. They're able to hear the soundtrack or the sound pads or the sound effects. Another thing about this thing is it has 6 dedicated headphone jacks with 6 dedicated volume controls for each headphone jack, and it color coordinated so you don't get lost. So if somebody is red and they may have the red microphone, you turn them down. If somebody says, hey, I'm too loud, you can turn them up, turn them down, turn them up, turn them down. Now the preamps on the headphones, not that great because I hear a lot of noise in the background. But when I play it back, I don't hear that noise. But I think that's the same thing with the Rodecaster Pro as well. So don't think that I'm just going to get the Rodecaster Pro because it has better preamps on the headphones. It doesn't. Now, it also has a main out for the USB. So whatever you guys hear is controlled by this as a master volume control. And there's also another master volume control here that is for the outs. With the 1/4 inch here, the 1/4 inch out. So there's a left and a right 1/4 inch out that goes to maybe a sound system if you want. And if you're like in a studio and you have live listeners and they can hear it also, you can plug that in. They can hear it. And I mean, this is dope. Like, I love this machine. It also has the ability to record directly into the mixer. And the memory is a standard SD card as opposed to the micro SD card. The Rodecaster Pro comes with a micro SD card. The problem with that is that you would need something like this, like an adapter. Can you see that? It's not going to show. Either way, it's an adapter. You would need an adapter to connect it to your computer or try to somehow move the tracks from the Rodecaster Pro directly to the computer. With this, all I gotta do is pull out the SD card, plug it into my computer, and I'm good to go. Easy transfer of files. So this here is a great machine, and it's fully customizable. I can adjust the settings of my voice on this touch screen, and I can adjust the setting for each channel. Each channel has its separate EQs. I can adjust the settings for the phone. I can adjust the settings for what I hear in the USB in. This is amazing. I can adjust the settings and the sounds for each sound bank or sound effect. This is an amazing machine. And if you're a beginner podcaster or a more experienced podcaster, you're going to love this machine because it does everything that you need it to do. If you're doing live streams, if you're doing podcasting, it does it all. So you won't be disappointed. And plus, it's $100 cheaper. Like, I'm the type that if I can save money and get the most out of what I get, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. So Zoom should have had this out months ago to compete with the Rodecaster Pro. But I am glad that it's out now. And I'm happy with this purchase. And it's definitely going to be useful for my podcasting needs. All right. That's it for this live test and review of the Zoom Podtrak P8. Thank you so much for enduring this live test and being my guinea pigs on this. I think if you are in the market for getting a nice podcasting mixer, the Zoom Podtrak P8 is the way to go. I'm not getting paid for this. They're not paying me. This is just my opinion. After the researches that I've done, after using several mixers, even though I haven't had a chance to use extensively the Rodecaster Pro, but I've watched videos and read manuals on it, this is definitely the way to go, the Zoom Podtrak P8, because it does cross off all your needs. It does what the Rodecaster Pro does, plus. All right? So if you have not done so, like this video. If you would like to subscribe, please hit that subscribe button and join the Harrison Extended family and hit the bell notification so it'll let you know when I upload new videos. All right? I'm going to end it here. Leave a comment in the chat. If you use a Rodecaster Pro or you're in the market for a podcast mixer, write down what are your reservations and maybe I can answer whatever questions you may have in the chat. And I'm not trying to sway you either way. You need to get what you need to get to meet your needs. But if you have any questions about this specific item here, the Zoom Podtrak P8, from a new user and a real life user, I'll try to answer to the best of my ability. All right? God bless. Happy New Year. Peace.